China, America, I'm not going back to that app. Don't give up. I don't want to cuss on here. I'll be damned if I re-download that freaking app. When I said I was here to stay, baby, and I'm messing with this app, I wasn't playing. The brain rot is melting away. I ain't going back, baby. Ni hao.
It is so fascinating to see how Chinese and Americans are slowly becoming inseparable. Even though the time differences separate them, they're eagerly checking on each other's posts as soon as they wake up. The Rednote app in response continues updating to accommodate Americans and other international users who are joining the platform. It first started with automatic English and Chinese subtitles, to accommodate both users. Americans, overwhelmed by the warmth and kindness of the Chinese users, have chosen to stay on the Rednote app. It is also fascinating to witness Americans' endless praise of Chinese culture and their genuine appreciation of its richness. I read a comment under this post right here, and the comment was saying maybe Americans are still in rebellion stage. Could that be possible? Kindly like the video for recommendation, and let's unpack the richness of this video. Share your thoughts in the comment section and let's have an interaction. Thank you for being here.
Xiaohongshu is like TikTok premium. It's like TikTok's better looking cousin, you know? Like, the Chinese people are way nicer. Chinese men are way cooler. Chinese women are prettier and funnier. The content is better. The cat stuff is better. China in general is just beautiful. Their homes are beautiful. The aesthetic of everything is beautiful. China has like the best graphic design, the best style, some of the best music. Like, why would anybody go back to TikTok? TikTok is now like the filthy cousin of Xiaohongshu, like the cousin that never bathes. It's like, it's dirty. Like, why would you want to go back there? This is so much nicer over here.
Whether this app is banned or not, there's at least one positive outcome from this situation. For a lot of people, there's been like this existential awakening. I saw a video the other day, this woman in her 50s, and she had been crying, and she said, I have never in my life interacted with another culture like I have on Rednote. And you could just feel this regret that she had. Like, all of these years, I could have been doing this, but I've been lied to. It's like people have been trapped in their houses their entire lives, and they're just now opening the front door. The Chinese are asking them questions that they've never really considered before. They're beginning to realize that the United States is not as free as we've been taught to believe it is. We've been taught since infancy that the United States is the greatest nation on earth. On the flip side of that, if we're the greatest nation, the opposite of good is bad. So there's been a fear in so many people's lives of going out and traveling and trying to make contact with people that don't necessarily see the world the same way they do. And there's video after video on here, and there's young people that didn't even realize how much TikTok suppresses speech, how much the algorithm diverts them away from other thoughts and ideas. They understand that when we're born, we're assigned a number. The government has always worked so hard to dissuade cross-consciousness. And once they see that, once they realize that, they can't unrealize it. They can't unknow it. They are awake. 27% of Americans have never traveled abroad. 11% of Americans have never even left their home state. And the thing with this awakening is that you can't fix something if you don't know that it's broken. And there are a lot of people that are going to go to their graves and never know that. They'll never understand that they were never free. My parents were toxic for each other, but there's one gift that they gave us that I treasure, and that's the gift of travel. When I was younger, we were the only Americans in a little village in Germany. So my parents had to learn German and learn the culture very, very quickly. And I haven't stopped traveling since. So even I'm learning how these Americans that haven't had this exposure, how they really perceive things, how they think that the world perceives us. And it's absolutely fascinating. I can only hope that the people who have asked me whether or not I fly or drive to Europe have come to that realization, because that's the only thing that's going to save us. We globally have more in common than not. And the fact that people are realizing that, finally realizing that after all of this time, is just like one of the most astonishing things that I think I've ever seen. Anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts and see you next video.
Dear foreign friends, you give me hope for the world. I mean, seriously, you give me so much hope. I live here in America, and in America, it's so hard to find people who care. So hard. Moved a lot, and most of the time when we move and we try to get to know our neighbors, they look at us like we're freaks. We moved into this current house. We've gotten to know our neighbors, and the one neighbor initially was like, man, we're not used to this. This isn't very neighborly here. And it's so... Here in America, people just don't care about each other. And it's so amazing to see from these other countries how much you care. Just how much you enjoy the planet still, and how much you care about each other. I just saw a video of a young lady whose father passed away, and her neighbors brought her food and are still making sure she's okay. And that's just so much less common here in America. And seeing videos from around the world just brings me so much hope that we're not lost. So I appreciate all videos from places besides America, to know that there are other people who care about each other and appreciate the world just for being the world. And it's not all about money and what you have and what brand your shirt is and the way your hair looks. It's people being people and being real. And I know it's like, oh my gosh, Angel, you're looking at videos that people are posting and you're talking about people being real. There's an authenticity that is just missing here in America. Your videos give me hope.
I think you want to know about America, and I can tell you some of the differences that I've noticed just from coming here. I mean, on TikTok, I would be lucky to get, they were throttling me. I was getting hundreds of views, maybe at my highest point, I was getting thousands of views. But I'm overwhelmed here. I'm getting 40,000 views, 36,000 views. And I never felt so loved and supported. I mean, I've never felt that in America. I've never felt the camaraderie that I feel here. And it just, it almost gives me the pain of the joy of feeling it and the pain of not having had it all my life and having found it now. But it's so great that we have found it. And on TikTok, they want to argue. They don't want to hear a message of peace. My channel was about unconditional love and to be of good cheer. And some people got it, but I didn't get a big, giant following like most of them, because people wanted to argue. When you talk about peace and, getting along, they get bored and leave. So I'm so glad to be here, and I want to thank everybody. I can't keep up with the comments. They're so wonderful. I just, I read them, and it's like, I just can't tell you how moved I am by it all. So just thank you so much. Thank you for being a force in the world to counter what I'm experiencing here in this country, and where we are just, surviving and at each other's. Anyway, to just what I felt here is it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming. So thank you so much, and bring a friend.
小红书
think we are such a great match, and I love you guys. You are just, I don't know, you're so different than like the rest of the world. I feel like you are more like, I feel like you're so kind. You're good people in your heart, and I don't know, there's just so much love from me to you, because you guys are giving so much love away. So, and I really appreciate it. I feel like today's society.
Put a finger down if being on Xiaohongshu for the last month is the only thing that has kept you sane and happy, and has reawakened your love of being a human being on the earth, and has reminded you that there are good things, and that the United States is not the world, and that everybody isn't struggling and hating and just competing and climbing over each other in the whole world. And your health has improved somehow, and you're drinking these weird teas that are making you poop better, and you're cleaning your house and you're decorating, and suddenly you feel like maybe after the end of all this, there's going to be something beautiful for all of us.
Hi, my name is David. I immigrated to Rednote in mid-January of 2025 when the TikTok ban was imminent. Now here it is in late February, and I'm still here. I'm not going back to TikTok. This place is just too cool. I've learned so many wonderful things from so many generous and interesting and sharing people that I want to keep learning on Rednote, and I want to share as well. Of course, there are general things like your food and your culture, but even things that I'm already interested in the United States, like interior design and lighting design. Oh my gosh, the stuff that you're doing with lighting is amazing. Your high tech, your hi-fi audio, your cars, they're like from the future. Anyway, so many amazing things. This is the first time I've ever posted. I was a lurker on TikTok, but I want to be more involved here. I want to meet more people. I want to have more conversations. I want to learn and exchange. So I guess I'm just here to say I'm David. I'm from the United States. And it's very nice to meet you.
小红
Good morning, Xiaohongshu. I have just deactivated my TikTok account and I'm so excited, but I'm really missing all of the content I've been seeing on Severance, the show on Apple TV. Please could you let me know where I can find good Severance content here on Rednote? I would really appreciate it. Also, please tell me what your favorite filter is for a little bit of light makeup. I'd like to use it. Okay, bye, thanks.
Is it just me, or has this app just been getting so much better at translating English subtitles into Chinese? Because, I have an accent, and, when I first joined the app, it was so hard to get the translation right. I'd have to go into Google Translate, then I'd have to redo things, and then things would get, mistranslated. But now, they're understanding my accent. It's great. I love it.
Hey everyone, I wanted to let you all know that I am hearing there is a possibility that foreign creators may be able to conduct live streams starting in mid-March. And I just wanted to let you all know that I would love to try that. I have never done that before. And honestly, my Chinese language skills are abysmal. I'm not practicing enough, so it would be in English with me attempting some Chinese phrases, but I wanted to let you know, and if you all are interested in joining, I will keep you posted. It's really exciting because I would love to interact with you all in a live setting. Okay.
It is impressive to see how Chinese are stuck on their values, and one of the things that I'm appreciating from them is they have not disconnected themselves from the older generation, which are most of us do in our cultures, where we fetishize elderly, we say they are not good for us and all these things that follows. But the respect that they give to elder people, they give to elder people in their country, shows a lot, and it speaks volume on their on how they've been able to maintain these values that inform them. We've learned about Chinese love language. Love language is like, yeah, they want action, just action. If you love them, show them that you love them. Don't just claim to love them. Don't use mere words, but show them that you love them through your action. So yeah, that was it about this video. I don't know what you think about this video. Personally, I am going back to the root. I'm looking at this as, yeah, where did you start from as Africans? This is how you used to live. But why are we slowly becoming an individualistic society while we used to have things shared? We used to have things in common. Like, what is happening? Where did we go wrong? Like, what are the things that we have to unlearn and learn right now? Because really, Chinese is bringing the world together through its attitude. This is how action, like this is action. Like, this is what they call activism, I guess. Yeah, so it's amazing to see and fascinating. I am impressed personally. I don't know what you think about this video. Kindly don't hesitate to leave your thoughts in the comment section. Share your thoughts kindly. I love interacting. I will interact with your comments. I enjoy reading comments. Subscribe, and also, yeah, share the video. Share with your friends. Yeah, and let's grow this community. I appreciate your support. Comfort for life. Thank you.